Good morning, Ekoji. Welcome to the Sunday morning service. My name is Ed, and I will be your service chair today. We are grateful for your presence. The service is being live streamed on Zoom and YouTube. On the Naijin today is our resident minister, Reverend Nariaki Hayashi. Our main priority is keeping our Sangha a safe place to hear the Dharma. And while we are very happy to see each other, please be mindful of others' comfort levels. Please keep in mind the following policies. Keep your masks on at all times. Be mindful of social distancing. We are allowed to chant along with Reverend Hayashi since we have a mask on. And thank you for understanding all of this. If you're new to Ekoji, you will find in the back of each seat pocket this laminated guide, which will help you through the service and answer many questions you may have regarding the service order, as well as the history and the essentials of Shin Buddhism. Reverend Hayashi will now lead us in opening meditation and recitation of the Nambutsu.
Meditation. Please place your hands on your lap, lower your head slightly, and release tension for meditation.
Please find the laminated sheet, which is in the service book in the back of each seat pocket. And we will now sing the Vandana Ti Sarana, the three refuges. Please rise.
The enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Ramban Saman Gacchami, Sangha Saran Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dhamma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Please be seated. Please turn to page 39 in the service book, and we will now chant the Jusenge.
This morning, the Dharma message will be given by Reverend Hayashi.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday service. And good morning to those who are participating through Zoom and YouTube as well. So the other day I was reading, an article, and I learned a very interesting story from that article. So it was about a professor at Northwestern University who was studying how business could succeed better. So this person, she thinks that most businesses are concerned with improving their product, advertising, cultivating the market in order to sell more. She says that their interest is in giving the products more power. So giving the products more power, so that these are what is called fuel solutions. However, she thinks that often the best way to make the product sell more is to solve what she called friction problems. Friction problems. For example, there was a company that sells furniture, like couches, tables, and chairs. They will make things to their customers' demand. You could either go in person to the store or online and work with them to get exactly what you wanted. The company found that a lot of people were interested with designing a couch or a chair, but the problem was that they would never actually buy it. The company was worried about these dropouts. So they offered a better cloth, nicer woods, and all sorts of things to make the product better. That is to say, they tried to solve the problem by adding fuel to make the product more powerful. However, nothing happened. So the company did more research into their customers and discovered that the real problem was not the lack of fuel, but that the customers simply did not know what to do with their old couch. So it was a friction problem. Then the company started to offer to pick up the old couch when they delivered the new couch. As a result, the sales went skyrocket. So in this story, the company thought that by adding additional benefits to the products, they were be able to sell more. But that just made it overcomplicated. When they reduced the problem to the essence, they were able to find what was really important. This ability to find the essential became very crucial as our world today has become very complicated. For example, think about eating. Until just a few decades ago, food was just part of the simple things of life. There was no great mystery. People ate what was available, trying to prioritize what had more nutrition and what was more tasty. However, today, food is one thing that has become more complicated. In our time, practically all foods cause some harm, and the subject of diet has become very complex for some people. So today we have lactose-free milk, sugar-free, salt-free, decaffeinated coffee, flour-free, gluten-free, meat-free, fat-free, etc., etc. So eating has become more complicated. The same is true of climate change. The COP26 United Nations Climate Change Conference hosted by the United Kingdom in a partnership with Italy took place in Glasgow. And all the presidents and the prime ministers of the countries that are participating in the COP26 gathered at once and discussed about the issue of climate change. However, they are all facing unique challenges because of the complexity of the climate change. The climate change is complex because of, first, the science, which involves a huge number of links among human activities, greenhouse gas emissions, changes in atmospheric composition, the response of the climate system, and impacts on human and natural systems. I have no idea what I said. It's so complicated. Secondly, there is the political problem of getting all the nations to agree when their needs are not only different but contradictory. All of the things regarding climate change, therefore, are very difficult and so, complex. What we need to do is to reduce all the complex things to the essential elements. Buddhism understands this issue very well. In Buddhism, parables are often used to teach the Buddhist truth. Historically, it is said that after realizing the universal truth, Shakyamuni Buddha hesitated to teach his newly discovered truth. So this was not because he wanted to keep the truth for himself, or he didn't want others to, understand or see the truth. He hesitated because the truth to which he awakened was profound. It was so deep and difficult. So what he now knew could not be communicated to others in words. But by using parables, it became possible for us to engage and understand the truth. Well, parables that are stories are often reduced the complicated teaching to their essence and offer their message in easy to understand way. Thus, stories let us have a better understanding of the truth. Therefore, unlike in the West, parables that are stories are considered more important than the complicated teachings, because without them, those teachings cannot be understood. Thus, like parables in Buddhism, when we are able to reduce all the complex things to the essential elements, then we can see what is really important for us to do. So all you need to know about climate change is to take care of the earth. In order to do so, each and every one of us need to be responsible of how we live each day. Please join me in Gassho. By reciting the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, we are reminded what makes our individual lives even more meaningful, and we are also reminded the Dharma, the Buddha's teachings in times of need. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Sensei. During this part of the service, we participate in the ritual of Ashoko, traditionally the burning of incense. However, due to the interim policies of the board and the influence of the COVID virus, incense burning is not being allowed, as it would involve the handling of incense pieces and would result in smoke. We invite you to come forward to the front table, offer Asho, and should you wish, place any dana, which is our offering of gratitude to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, in the bowl on the table. Please approach mindfully with safe distancing. Once finished, please return to your seats via the side aisles. Reverend Hayashi will now lead us in closing meditation and recitation of the Nembutsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
We just have a few announcements. I know they're here somewhere, maybe. Our Sunday service is followed by our weekly Dharma discussion group, and all are welcome to participate, whether through Zoom or YouTube, Zoom, or simply pull up a chair around the computer and join in. If you will be joining us for in-person or future services, please kindly continue to RSVP in advance on the website. And when you get here, please wear a mask and allow social distancing. Please save the date and join us on New Year's Eve for our candlelight service, which will be at 7:30 p.m. And also on Sunday, January 2nd at 11 a.m. to celebrate the new year. Candles can be ordered online. Our end of year solicitation is underway. We humbly ask that you please consider making a tax-deductible donation to Ekoji. Every dollar counts, so please give what you can afford. Meditation, as always, will continue on Thursday evenings at 7:30 p.m. here in the Hondo. Newcomers are invited to arrive early. Thank you.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Buddhist.
Namo Amida Buddhist.
Namo Amida Buddhist.
Namo Amida Buddhist.
Namo Amida Buddhist.